This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Rachel Fife.
Well, welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Now, do you have an aging parent or loved one that is in need of in-home care? Well, this resource might be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Donata McCulloch, with Living Well Home Care. Donata, how is it going?
Good. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, we are excited to learn more about you and your business. So tell us about the company.
Well, Living Well Home Care has been around since 2008, a good 17 years. We're single run. We're not a franchise. We're a licensed and bonded home care agency that provides caregivers to those in need at home.
Wonderful. Well, how did you get into this business?
I've been in the medical field a really long time, for about 30 plus years. I started out as a hospice social worker. Then I worked in a hospital for 18 years as a social worker. And then about 11 years now, I've been with Living Well Home Care, providing home care.
Wonderful. Well, what do you think are maybe some myths or misconceptions in your industry?
A lot of people get home health and home care confused. So home health is what is ordered by your doctor and paid for by insurance. What home care is for private pay. It's fee for service. It's not covered under Medicare, Medi-Cal, HMO, or PPO. We do take long-term care insurance if somebody has that, but that's the big difference between home care and home health. And so what we do is we provide a caregiver anywhere from 4 hours to 24 hours a day and anything in between for those that need some extra help at home.
Wonderful. Well, now we know marketing is really the heart of every business. So how are you finding your clientele?
For Living Well Home Care, it's about word of mouth. It really is about word of mouth. We're a small company. We're not a franchise. And so we get a lot of our referrals from good people like you that spread the word about what we do and how we provide care, because it's all about compassionate care for us.
Now, have you ever thought about doing your own podcast?
I don't know. This was pretty nerve-wracking just coming on your show. That would be something, that I would consider for sure.
Well, wonderful. Now, outside of work, what do you like to do for fun?
I thought about your question long and hard about that. And I thought, it's gathering people of all different, from my personal life to my professional life, and having them come under one roof and just gathering and talking and expressing ideas. That for me is what I love to do for fun.
Wonderful. Well, Donata, tell our listeners maybe one thing they should remember about Living Well Home Care.
We do a lot of things differently. For one, we have a licensed vocational nurse that will come out to every single client within 24 to 48 hours and go over all their medications, meaning over the counter, vitamins, prescriptions, because when they're coming out of the hospital, they get all new medications. It gets overwhelming, even for the best of us. And then you add in the dementia or confusion, it's even more overwhelming. So we have our nurse come out and we go over all the medications free of charge for them. That's included in the service. And we put it out on a nice spreadsheet for everybody to follow. So there's no mistaking what medications to take and what not. So we do that. We provide a wheelchair van that not many home cares do. So we just used one today to transporting a client to and from a doctor's appointment. And without that, they would not have been able to get themselves to the doctor's appointment. So we do that. And the last thing that we do is we provide an in-office training lab. And what that means is we have a hospital bed, a medical dummy. We have everything that a home would have. And we do training for each and every one of our caregivers. So we do not send out a caregiver without the proper training.
That's great. How can our listeners learn more about Living Well Home Care?
Sure, they can contact the office. And I think that you might have our numbers, but it's 562-926-2353. or they can contact me directly. I'm always available, and it's 562-537-6226. And of course, livingwellhomecare.com.
Wonderful. Well, Donata, it was really a pleasure having you on the show. And we wish you and your business really the very best moving forward.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnporangecounty.com. That's gnporangecounty.com, or call 714-941-8862.
Well, great job.